Guys, what's up? Today we're going to be doing the first episode on this series of videos on how to make custom items and blocks and mobs and loads of different stuff. So today we're going to be doing blocks, a bit like these bedrock stairs I'm holding in my hand, and they do work, as you can see over here. I can walk up them like normal stairs. So that's what we're doing, but first of all we're going to need to install Blockbench. We're going to need to install Blockbench, which is what we are going to be using here in this video. So here, this is what it looks like. You just click download here, but I've already got it, so this is what it will look like if you've already got it. So once it opens, it will look like this. You've got these, but these are all Java and Bedrock, but there's a much easier way to do it. So today what we'll be doing is we are going to be doing blocks. But first of all we need to get everything set up. So we're going to come up here to File, and then Plugins. Then we can search up Minecraft. And here you can see we've got the Entity Wizard, which we can click Install. We've got the Item Wizard here, which we can click Install. And now we've got the Block Wizard here, which is what we're going to be using, and we'll install that. So now if you come off that and scroll down from up here to here, you can see here that we have got our 3 wizards. So we are going to be doing blocks today, so let's click on the Minecraft block wizard. And then create a block. So here we're going to be naming our block. So you can here call your block whatever you want to call it. So say you're making a bedrock slab, you can name it bedrock slab. I think I will have fun and I will do a bedrock slab. Actually, I'll do a bedrock stairs. So then here, this is like the identifier. So this is what you will use to give it to you with the /give command. So where it says my name, you can highlight that, delete it, and type in whatever you want. But you cannot have capitals or spaces, instead you can use underscores. And then here you can select where you're going to put it. So you can put it in the construction tab if you want, on none. So I will put it on nature because that's where bedrock is. Actually no, I'll put it in, so we'll put it in construction, and then we can go on here and select what it will be in. So I'll put it in stairs. But the hidden here means it's like a command block, so you have to use a command to give it to you. So here we've got presets when we press next, and you can pick any of these presets. So you can use these, you'll have the explosion resistance and what happens if it's in water and stuff like that, and it will be that block that you edit. And in one of the later videos, I think episode 5, I think it will be, that will be when we actually go into the code and change it. So I'm going to select Bedrock because I'm doing something like Bedrock. You can select any of these. So if you select lectern, you can put a book on it. If you select fence, you can not jump over it. If you select flower, it will have the properties of a flower. Glass, you'll be able to see through it. So we're going to press next. We're going to come here next, and it will be the shape. So the collision box will be one of these. So this is the collision. So you can do no collision, and that will make it a ghost block. So you can walk straight through it. You can do slab, it will act like a slab. Stairs, it will act like a stairs, and so on. So I'm going to do stairs. Then selection box, if you want to do same as collision, that's normally okay unless you are doing no collision, because then you won't be able to mine it. So then you can do like full block, slab, post, small carpet, not selectable, etc. Then rotation, select if and how the block can be placed in a rotated orientation. So you can come here and then you can do any of these. I'm going to quickly change the preset to stairs. Click OK there. Then so I know how to do it. So it's cardinal, like a furnace. So I go back to Bedrock. And I can change it to stairs. And then cardinal, like a furnace. So I can change what side is facing me, like a furnace. Then random offset, you randomly offset the model to the side to break up patterns. Minecraft uses this for flowers. The specified value is offset range in pixels. So basically that's when you have one flat face. If you have another flat face rotated a bit, I think. So if you change that offset, it will have whatever you're doing, but offset by that much. So then we do next again, and this is behavior. So depending on what preset you picked here, that will have that behavior. So it's friction, is it slippery, does it slow you down, what does it do with the liquids, can you contain the liquid, so can you waterlog it, can you conduct redstone, so can redstone pass through the block, like concrete and wool, is it flammable, can it burn. So if you want to select any of these boxes you can. So next, destruct. So is it mineable in survival? Is it breakable by explosion? So if you click these, you can select them, but I'm not going to, and then there's the explosion resistance. I'm not going to select them because I'm doing Bedrock. So appearance. So this side here changes how much light it gives off on a scale of 0 to 15. So 0 being no light, 15 being a lot of light. So you can see on the side here how it changes colour as we go through. That will be about how much light it gives off in the game. So light dampening, how much light can pass through it. 15 means absolutely no light, 0 means loads of light. So I'm going to leave it on 15. Transparency, select how transparent pixels will display in game. So basically you can choose all of these. I don't really know what they do. Fade to opaque, fade materials to opaque when viewed from a distance. This allows transparent blocks to be viewed from a greater distance. Then tint method. So here you can use the grayscale and tint in game to match a biome. I'm going to do none, but you can choose any of these. So you can get it to in say a swamp, water will go more like murky. So if you select water here, it will change like that murkiness in that biome. And then you can choose any of these. Then map color, this one I like to change. I'm going to change it to black now. But this, actually I'll change it back to grey. This is basically on a map, what colour will this block appear? So say you're looking at a map and it's got grass, that will appear green. But you've got your custom block there as well, it will appear this colour like you set it to. So this sound here, this will select the sound of breaking it and walking over it. So I'm going to see if there is there's no bedrock preset, so I'll leave it as stone. But there's loads of different ones that you can choose. So you press next, loot, default loot or custom loot. Here you can add a pool, then you can choose any of these. If you are doing a custom ID, you will put the ID here, and that will be whatever this is on other blocks and stuff. So that will be the ID. I will do default loot, so it will drop itself. So export. So this is the only time we're going to do this, unless it's your first time doing a mod on one of the other ones. So here you're going to name the pack, so I'm going to call it Bedrock. Then pack authors here, you can write who it's by. Then you can do pack icon, but we'll change that later on. So next and next. So this is the editor. Here we have got our block that we can select. Then we can change the sizes, and here on the left we can change what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I need this to be stairs. So this green one is the vertical axes. So I am going to change that to half. So half of 16 is 8. So let's change that down to 8. So this is essentially a slab. And here we can press add element here. And this will add a new cube. We can use these arrows here to move it up and down and around. So we can move it all the way over to this corner and all the way back down. And then we can change it. So these arrows also indicate what these ones are. So this blue one, we want to change that up to 16, and we know it's this slider here because that is where this blue arrow is. So we can change that to 16 and that will do it. So now if we change this red one up, but you can see the arrow is pointing this way, so we'll expand it that way. So if we put it over here, so that is the start of our stairs, and then we'll do the vertical one, or the y-axis, and we'll change that to 8 as well. So here we mostly have got our stairs, but you can see that it repeats itself here. So this texture is the same on the bottom half as on the top half. So if we want to, we can come on here, and then these are the different faces for this, and we can move these around and change it to different bits of this texture here. Down here we can use this little bit here, and we can drag around and we can pull that. You can also tap on them and we will view it from that side. But you can also just left click and move around on the main one. You can use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. And then up here we're currently selected on move. You can use resize, and then that will help you resize it. So you can see that every one we click on, it changes it. So resize, we can easily drag this to change the height, width, and depth. Rotate, we can use it to rotate this object. Pivot, that will change where the pivot is, so where it will rotate from. And then vertex snap, so you can change the vertices. And knife tool, I don't really know what this does. That you can cut it, so you can cut it in half like that, then now it's 2 different pieces. And then you can come in here if you want, and you can hold shift, and then you can group elements here, and they will be put into one folder. So all of this is in one folder called block. Then you can put different things into different ones here. So I've got that. You can right click and you can rename it, so I'll call it top half. So that is this edit tab here. So if we go into the paint tab here, this is where we can paint. So on the right here, that we can draw lines all over here, and it will show on our texture. We can press Ctrl Z to undo anything, but we can also directly paint straight onto here and press Ctrl Z. So I'm going to leave it because I like this, and we're going to go into this display tab in a different episode. So if we press Ctrl S, that will save it. So then if we come into Minecraft Bedrock, click play, and create new world. Then we press create new world again, and we can name it. I'll call it Bedrock .test. I will change it to creative, and then I will go onto resource packs here and go onto owned. Here at the top I've got lots of other ones, but here at the top is the one that I've just made. If you can't find it, find what you named it in and scroll down and try find where it is. Then press activate, and then we're going to go down to behavior packs, and it automatically activates a behavior pack. So if you want to add experiments or cheats or anything, I'm going to add cheats, but I wouldn't do experiments just in case it might mess up something in your mod. So you can change the world type if you want. I'm fine with mine now, so I'm going to click create. So we can't earn achievements, but that doesn't matter because it's just a test world, so create anyway. Here we are. So this is the world now. So if we go into our inventory, we can find where we put it. So here you can see there's our bedrock stairs, but it is facing the wrong way. So let's try it. Let's get some normal stone stairs. So you can see in our inventory it's facing the wrong way. So if we place stone stairs, it will work like that. Oh, our bedrock stairs are a bit wrong. So it's not too hard fixed. So if we place it, this side here is the front. But you can check if the collisions worked. Okay, it's not. So we can go back into Blockbench here. So this side is front. So that is an easy fix because we can get these two. We can shift click, click one, then shift click on the other. Then we can get, so we want this axis here. That wants to be 16. And then we want the blue one here. Okay, so we'll do this one. I'm just going to delete this one so we can see how big it is. And then we can move it back and save it. Then we go onto here, but we have to /reload all. So this is going to reload everything in our mod and the world and anything that we've done. It's going to reload it. It's all going to be there still, but hopefully it will fix it. Oh, there we go. The image in our inventory is a bit broken still, but when we place it, it still works. So that bit is fixed. Now we have to fix the collision. So you can see the collision is a full block. And when we can walk up it like on normal stairs. We walk up, and here we don't. But we can also check that the texture is right. Also, we can come and get some bedrock and check it. There we go, look, that looks good. The texture works. So if we come back here, save it, exit, and then what we can do is we can go back onto the block wizard and click continue. Oh, I've named it wrong. I'm sure someone in the comments has said that already. But I could try selecting the stairs as a preset. Next. And then it will have everything already done here. Right, so I'm going to deselect mineable and destructible. This is all fine. Integrate into pack Bedrock. And next. So we'll X that. And X it. So now we've still got it here. And we can save it. Come into here. / reload. Oh. And hopefully this time it will work. But what's happened here? So our texture has gone a bit funny. So it's changed texture into stone brick stairs. But we can walk up it. So we're one step closer. So that's working now, at least that's fine. So if we come into paint here, and if we come and click this, Control C, then that's copied. We can save as. I will save it to my downloads. We can exit and go back in. So now look, here is the two different textures. So we don't want this one, so we can press delete, or we can right click and delete it. And now we've got this one. Control S and save and / reload. Oh. Worked. So this is what we have right now, but we need to fix the texture still. So let's go back onto Blockbench. Right. Control R maybe. Right, so we're here. You can go block wizard. Alright, so it's stopped it now. So bedrock stars are, it's still on here. So if we just come onto this bit here, you've got these bits here. We can delete that. That has deleted the front bits for us. So now we need to go into paint. But we copied it, so Control V. Confirm. So now we've got these textures. I think what I'll do is I'll quickly, I will show you this in one of the later videos, but if we delete this, and this one, So we want to Control S this. Maybe it will work. If not, I'll just move on to the next one and I will maybe give you a sneak peek into one of the other videos. Oh, okay, so it's not, so I think I will give you a sneak peek. So on the home page of Blockbench here, we've got our bedrock stairs.geo.json. It's named a bit wrong, but that doesn't really matter. So we can right click it and then we can show in File Explorer. So here we have got this bit here, which is a model. So if we click at the top Bedrock, this is everything in our development resource packs. And this is everything in the development pack that we have for our mod. So if we go down to textures, blocks, and here we have got bedrock stairs. So if we go open that, we can see that this is what our texture actually is. But what we can do is we can edit pictures in Blockbench by dragging and dropping into here. We can right click, zoom, reset zoom. Then we can Control V. Then we can go into Blockbench here. We can add one. Then go into here. Get this texture. Not control that. We want to Control C. Go into here. Control V. Confirm. And delete both of these. Then Control S. And then we will go into here and we will go to com.mojang. So this PC, you can search up com.mojang. Wait for it. Or it might be easier to just search up Bedrock. So it's loading all of them. Or not, okay. Easier way. If you come here, click that, Control C, then this PC, here, Control V, enter, then save by clicking on that, then that already exists. Do you want to replace it? Yes. So now if we go into here, we can see that it's been replaced with this texture. So now, hopefully for the final time, reload all. And finally, here we go. Now I do know what I'm doing, but secretly I have just taught you all how to troubleshoot everything for yourselves. So now you know how to fix everything that I had to fix. So here you can build now a bedrock stairway. Still a bit broken in our hand, but it doesn't really matter. But the only problem is if we get this block here, we can't really place that, but that's not too much of a problem because not many people will want to do that with bedrock stairs anyway. So here we have now got a bedrock stairway. So in a similar way to that, I've made some slabs here, and I made a ghost block. So this is water bedrock, but these 2 blocks here are ghost blocks. So that is with no collision, but the hitbox is a full block. So anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video, which is the first one of the series. So I hope you enjoyed this video and watch the other ones, so don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Yeah, that's it for this video.
My chick got famous just from being around me. Manifested this, I painted it right in front of her. I used to put me out, painted back in double. But I get in my thoughts, I'm inside paranoid. When I get in my thoughts, I'm outside paranoid. Then you attracted to the autumn. Can make it yours as long as you don't go do me wrong. She didn't know me hardly, but I walked into the party. I saw everything I wanted. I said don't think about it. Walking like Jeff Hardy, jump out of bed like Jordan. I count out bread in the morning. I'm up in the phone, I'm on 10. I wanna be on tour when I'm in the booth, it's really no talking. She's playing hard to get